Hello everyone, this is Blue Moon Goddess. I pulled some cards to share with you. It's the day after Christmas. Happy December 26th. Happy full moon. It's the last full moon of the year. If you're pulled towards the full moon like I am, I just love it. I've loved it since I was a child. But of course, as a divine feminine, we kind of relate to it, right? And this is something I didn't know until recently, but we relate. We get our energy, we get our power from the full moon. Actually, from the moon. I love the moon on all occasions, but the full moon is a great time for manifesting. And so enjoy yourself. I suggest you put on something tonight on YouTube, listen to it, something to help you manifest what you want to happen in the year 2024. And get some good rest and let it manifest, let it sink into your subconscious, into your consciousness. I have a tendency to read for the twin flame journey, and that is because it's not on purpose, and I can read for others, and I have in the past, but when I do these videos, it seems to turn out to just be for the twin flame because it's what I'm going through, and I've been going through it for about 2 years. It literally started, I met my twin flame October 10th. No, sorry. Our first date was October 10th in 2021. We met earlier that year, right after my best friend since high school died, and we crossed paths at a wine bar. He was with the girl he was dating at the time, and I was kind of in separation with the guy I was dating with, but meeting a friend, and we met. And then a few months later, he managed to get my phone number out of the owner who owned the bar after he broke up with his girlfriend or person he was dating. I don't know how serious it was. And gave me a call. So our first date was on Tintin. And I remember I heard, and it wasn't anything magical. I'm telling you, it wasn't magical. But it was comfortable. Like we knew each other. And he even said to me when, nice seeing you again. And I was like, who are you? Like, I don't know you. Like, it's been months. I only met you once, But when he walked me to my car later, I remember hearing, this is your person. And I am a Pisces, and I have had a connection to God and Jesus and the spirit world. And my intuition is very strong from the time I was a little girl. And I have fought things in the sense, like, I would hear things and I'd be like, nope, don't want this to happen. If it's not what I wanted, But through the years, through the experience, I've learned that stop fighting it, it's going to happen. So free will or not, I don't even know. But I do know that when you hear something from spirit and it says this is what's going to happen, or you get a vision. So I'm clear audio, I'm clear visual, I'm an energy reader, and I'm super intuitive. And I've learned to trust all of that. I've learned to trust the universe when it says this is what's going to happen, it's going to happen. So I'm like, okay, great. I've been single for a while, a long while. In fact, I was a single mom for 10 years, and I'm ready. Wasn't my type, but I'm ready, and we connected really well. So then he said, should we try this again? Sure. We did. The second date is when we realized we have so much in common. In fact, it's different than what you really consider in common, but it was just like little things. Like, I just realized, like, we're so the same person. In fact, after that second date, I would go to my friends and be like, I met this guy and we are just so similar, and he's like a nerd. I was like, but I must be a nerd too, because everything about him is me. And so one of my friends was like, no, you're not a nerd. The other one's like, yeah, you totally are. So, okay, whatever. It still wasn't super passionate. It wasn't crazy. It was just like, I knew from the moment that we were meant to be somehow connected. I just knew that we were meant to be one. Like, I was ready to sew us together. Like, I was ready to move in with him. I was whatever. Then, we're a couple months into it, and I almost got the key to his house. We talked about you know, getting me a key, getting me certain things, redecorating his house. It was a beautiful house, and it was amazing. And then 3 days later, he broke up with me. And that's the beginning of the twin flame journey. And it was devastating. It was heartbreaking. It was drop to the freaking floor, heartbreaking, and confusing because God never lied to me. My visions come true. So jump forward 2 years later. We're in separation right now. It's like we get together, we have amazing time. It's home. It feels great. And then he breaks up with me. So eventually, at some point, I realized I came across this whole twin flame journey thing. And it was like, we're textbook. We are straight up textbook. Like, this is who we are. And I remember telling him, and he was like, yeah. And we were in separation. And I think he was going to move out of state or something. And I was like, oh, I think this is what we're going through. And he was like, I know we're something, but I don't think this is it. And I was like, how could he not think this is it? And then I learned more about it. And it's like, okay, so I'm the chaser, clearly, and he's the runner. And runners don't think that's it. They don't get what's going on. But then in my chasing, I start looking at tarot readings. I just start obsessing over him. And I'm obsessing over learning things. And I'm learning to, just my spiritual awakening. Now, I've been spiritual all my life, on and off, and religious. But then my spiritual awakening, it does just catapult. Literally catapult. And then I start changing my lives. I leave my church. I actually left my job, but that happened months earlier. We start communicating telepathically. We start, even in separation, traveling, and like leaving our bodies and traveling, visiting each other. Our spiritual connection just got so strong. And then I start learning about 3D, 5D difference, all that kind of stuff. So that's why 2 years later, I know a lot. I've stayed a lot. I'm not obsessing over him. I know that every time we separate, it's because it's time for me to level up in my ascension. And same with him. And when and if, and probably when we do end up in complete union, we're going to be completely different people than we started with. I already am. And so is he. Unfortunately, a lot of that, in that change, meant a lot of destruction of the system that we believed in, destruction in who we were, destruction of our jobs, our finances, friendships, all of that. Like, my life has catapultedly changed so much. And I mourn it. Every once in a while, I truly mourn the loss of my freaking life. On the same note, I'm excited about who I'm becoming, because actually the person I'm becoming is who I am. It's remembering who I am. It's resonating with my true essence, and being kind of excited about that. But it's scary. It's so scary. It truly is. So if you are where I am, I would love for you to shout out and be like, yo, I'm here. I got it. Thanks for sharing. Because believe me, I've over the last year, like, listened to and joined so many twin flame coaches. And I'm like, this is painful. And I don't want to pay for someone to tell me something that is not really going to help. How am I going to solve this? You can't solve it. Let me just tell you, you can hear all the things you want to hear, all the things they tell you. Solving it is not up to anyone. It's not up to, I think it's literally a personal relationship with you and God, source, whatever you want to call it. But that's really what solves it. It's your personal relationship with yourself and your twin flame, which is you. You're the half of your soul. It just catapults this ascension, this journey, as they put it. And it really is a painful journey, but at some point, and I just want to tell you this, for those of you that's new in it, at some point it changes from being painful to painful but glorious. So the pain doesn't go away because when you're in separation, you miss this person. I miss my divine masculine so freaking much, but not in the same way before I've grown, before I've ascended, before I've gotten more spiritual, before I've understood it. So before it was like, knock me on the ground, kind of what the heck? My heart is broken. I'm in pieces, can't do anything. Now it's like, okay, I freaking miss him. I'm upset that we still need another separation, but I'm like, but it means I'm going to ascend more. It means I'm going to learn more. It means I'm going to connect to myself more during this time. And as much as I'd like to get to the finish line, I also realize like I'm not there yet. We're separated because I'm not there yet. And he's not there yet. And we really do get closer every time we get back together. We really do. So it's kind of like if you're dating someone and you talk all the time and you see yourself as closer. It's like that, but different. It's really different because we don't talk all the time. Even when we're in union or when we're communicating and dating and being with each other, we don't talk all the time. We get closer when we're separated and we get to know ourselves better, and we come back and it's at a whole new level. So we're separated right now, and I'm like, gosh, when we get back, because I already know where I've grown at this point. When we get back, I know that I'm going to be at a whole other level, and I'm excited about that. So going into 2024, I'm going to have to end this soon because my battery is running low. I am just going to go over this reading that I pull up since I'm running out of time. But I think the whole reading here is about, your journey. If you're on this journey, your journey, my journey, we're on this together. Okay, real quick. Obviously my third eye opened, but it's been open really, but it's opened more. I get to view my Akasha records and I get meter downloads in the middle of the night. And one of the questions I had before last night was, what was the purpose of the freaking twin flame journey other than, because it's painful. It really is. And what I got was, it's to save Earth. And I know this can sound weird, but it's to save Earth. Like we're going in the wrong direction. Like we lost track of love and the importance of love. So twin flames have been around forever, but we didn't come to Earth at the same time for a long time. I had this vision of hundreds of souls coming to Earth at the same time, and we're twin flames. And the purpose of it, what I got in my download, was to raise the vibration of love, of true love, of unconditional love on Earth, because we lost track of it. And so I think 2024 is going to be a prominent year for this, because I'm feeling it. I have so much anxiety lately, on and off. My dog has had anxiety. My other pets have had anxiety, because I think 2024 is going to be major for transformation for everyone. I think unions are going to happen. As you can see, there's like multiple like energies in these cards. They're really powerful cards, actually. Look at this freaking card right here. Six of Materials. Look at the Sun card. These are beautiful cards, by the way. They're very powerful spiritual cards. Here's my Jesus card. It says, all things whatsoever shall ask in prayer, believing you shall receive. Strong manifestation cards. I think you're going to be able to manifest whatever you want this year. I think you're going to be so connected to spirit. I think we all are kind of, when you listen to these and they say the collective, it's because we come down in groups and we're all in groups. And that's why, because this confused me too. Like, how could tarot readers know what's going on with me? And they were correct a lot. But when they say the collective, it's because we came in groups. And it's important for the earth that we achieve this in groups, because we need to raise the vibration of the earth, to reestablish love the way God intended. So the 2024, I feel that a lot of us will be achieving abundance. A lot of us will be coming into union. We will be, okay, here is 7 inspirations. And you can see she's pushing aside her shadow side for the light. However, it's equal. Like, and I do believe that your shadow side's just as important as your light. Like, it's all part of you. It's the yin and the yang, and that's what twin flame is about. Your yin and yang. You know, the moon card I pulled said the answers you need are coming. So, sweeties, if you have questions, it's coming. All you have to do, like Jesus says, just ask. It will be answered. I fully believe that there's nothing that's meant to be a secret. I do believe that there's no one special. There's no need truly for leadership, to follow people, just enough until you get to the point where you're comfortable with your own intuition and you can ask the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides. All of them are there for you. They want you to have the knowledge. They want you to be in your empress. They want you to be your strongest person ever. They want you to be in your empress state. And they want you to have your king. Like, they would not put you through this journey without giving you the reward. I trust God in that way so much. Like, you of course get to choose. However, ultimately, you're here to enjoy life. You're here to, and the whole reason they want to raise the vibration of Earth, they want to save Earth, is because we're all supposed to come here to enjoy it. And as we know, there's a lot of division on this planet right now. And we're all part of changing that. So I know this was a long message. I hope you resonate with it. If you do, if you have questions, whatever, please reach out. I would love to hear from you. Thank you.